All right, good morning. Let me show you what we're going to be installing today. A nice range hood. Okay. And that sucker, of course, goes above the stove. And it fits just perfect almost. Doesn't come with any instructions other than hook this sucker to 12 volt only. Do not hook it to AC. I guess they've had a problem with that. So, all right, let me check this out and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm beginning to cut my pieces for my cabinet top, my shelf for the microwave. Underneath it will be the range hood, and then the microwave would be installed in there. And I bought the trim kit. Trim kit that goes around the microwave, so that'll look real nice. So first step is getting that first cross member level and square, and get my support pieces on the left and right, and then some cross members. So let me do that and I'll be back. Okay, there's the microwave, and there's the shelf she'll sit on. So let me wire that plug up back there, get that done, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I don't know how well it's gonna work without dropping it. What I'm doing is I'm putting in a single receptacle right there, and that's for the microwave. The only thing that'll ever be plugged in back here is the microwave. So I'm using a 20 amp single receptacle. So a strip. Of course the power's off, so I don't need to tell you that. Get some of this unnecessary shit out of the way. Alright, so here's our common white wire. And by the way, this is 12-2. And I'm trying not to drop the strippings down, because be kind of hard to get to it. All right, there we go. Okay, so on your receptacle, you've got a ground lug, which is green, and I try to put that one on first. It kind of holds everything. And then you have a brass connection and you have a silver connection. Now it's very simple. Your hot goes into, the brass, and your neutral goes into the silver one. So it's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. And when you stick your ground on, or any of your wires, you try to orientate them so that when you're when you tighten them up, they have a tendency to try to wrap around instead of unwrap. Alright, so there you go. It's tight as fish booty right there. And that's waterproof. Okay. So earlier I said the silver is the neutral and the brass is the hot. So let's turn this puppy around. Let's stick the hot wire in. turn it around so I can. Want to make sure you don't push too much of the insulation in, otherwise it won't make a connection. All right, chink, 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 chink. Nice. That's tight as fish booty also. I think I said earlier, make sure you turn the power off. You know, there's a breaker to this, but it's turned off. All right. So, okay, now what I do, and most people do, is you take some black electrical tape and you basically wrap a couple of times around, and this just keeps your your box from shorting out, or something touching something that doesn't belong. No big deal. I'm doing this with all the receptacles, so now there's no chance of anything shorting out. Okay, orientate it right. Now you got to push these wires back in, so I try to push as much as I can down there, and then bend it up, push it in, and then when you bend it back down, you should be just about where the holes are. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Sweet. Of course, my screw gun is way over there. Whew. So that one's in. Let me get that one back in. Okay. I use the screw gun. Okay, good. Okay, get started. Let me get the bottom one started. Bop, 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 bop. Let's get the top one started. Okay, try to center it a little bit. And again, I do have a cover, but Vincent doesn't know where it's at right now. All right, that's in there nice and tight. Life is good. And now you know how to install a receptacle. Okay. What I'm going to do is, and of course this is my 12-volt wire, which will come down and underneath to wire up my my range hood. So let me get this crap out of here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plug in the microwave just for a test. That's all. Of course, the breaker's off, but I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. All right. And turn the microwave around, and got it sitting on top of the stove for now. Okay. And you can see that it's off, but it's plugged in. All right, let's walk our butts around to the pick up some trash on the way. I've still got to trim the sides of that out, so this is just a test to make sure that the power works. Okay. All right, so if we believe and I do believe, because I'm a believer, in our charts. These are my 12-volt panels. All right, here we go. All right, so we all know that in the main panel is not the microwave. It is in our sub panel. And according to this chart, it's number 6. So if we come up to our sub panel, and we have a 20 amp breaker at number 6, we're simply going to turn it on. Now, do we have power there? Well, you bet your sweet ass we do, because our inverter is running. We're hooked to shore power. So, if everything is wired correctly, there should be at least some lights on the microwave, you know, that sort of thing. And would you looky there? Ha ha! And look, no smoke. So if we, I don't know what time it is, but, oh, wait a minute, stop. Stop and cancel, okay. All right, well, it kicked in, so, I don't know anything about the watts right now. I'll have to check into all of that stuff, but once I read the manual and figure all of that out, then I will put that on my chart so I know. But okay, that's gonna sit up in there. Let me put it up in there, and then I've got to trim the sides out. And I've got this I've got the trim kit right there, and the trim kit is got some other aspects to it, and I'll have to take a look at those. But let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, we got us some microwave installed. I wish I could pan back a little further. Okay, everything is just dry fitted there. I've got to attach the trim kit. There's a vent bottom and a vent top that have to go in the microwave so that the air will blow out here. No big deal. Take care of that right now, get that all assembled. Cut me another piece for across the top, put some tongue and groove in there, and life will be good. I'll be back. Okay, I just checked my batteries. I've been using them all day. Been running the fan. 1, 2, 3, 4 LED lights. The microwave, it works, but that's AC. And the other, the fan's AC. And the microwave and fan are DC. So that's pretty good. Well, there it is. The stove, the microwave. I went ahead and put the tongue and groove back behind there just because I had that space to fill. No big deal. The range hood right there, it's got a, turn the light on. It's got a 1-speed fan, and it's got a ground wire that I ran up, and I'm gonna ground it to the frame here in a minute. And I'm going to box that in back there. I'm going to put a piece of granite about 9 inches back. And then my buddy Jimmy sent me a link to some stove wall stuff that I can possibly use here and here. I didn't do my tongue and groove over there yet because I'm not sure what I'm doing there yet, but I've got plenty of room right there to do it. But yeah, there's the microwave, folks. It's got a turntable, huh? I'm just filming right now. It's got one of those round things there, and it's got a thing. That's one of the things I'm gonna have to find out is, I would assume you'd have to stow that when you're driving, but I never did any of my other arguments. But we're gonna find out. That up there, that goes up there like that, and then let me set the phone off. Okay, it's in there. It seems to stay in there pretty good, but I don't know. Check it out. Let me go get a glass of water. All right, put a glass of water in there. Let's cook it for a minute and see what happens. While that's doing that, let me add. I added 30 seconds. Let's go see how many watts this thing's using. It'd be nice when I have it hooked up in the coach, then I don't have to come back here and look, but I'm just curious, see how many watts that sucker is. Let's see. Look at that. 1290, 1210. That's how many watts is being used right now. Let's go see what our batteries are doing. Okay. I think it said 95%. But you're gonna have a dip when it's running something. But the microwave right now is running completely off of batteries. Let's see if we got some boiling water. Youch! Holy schmokins! Holy schmolians! Oh yeah! Woo, that's hot! Ooh, that's hot! Okay. Well, we know we can boil water in our microwave. Now, let's go back to energy conservation. Yes, I used the microwave just now to heat up that water. It took, what, a minute and a half, and it was using about, what, 1200 watts. Let's see what it did to our batteries. Alright, well, they're still at 95%, but which is good. But I mean, if you were out boondocking and just running off solar and wind and no shore power, you know, I have the microwave so that we can use it, you know, if we need to for some reason, when we are off grid or boondocking. So, but we want to use it sparingly. It's, you know, it does use a lot of energy. So, but anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. So all my cabinet around it is pretty much done. Came out real nice. Now keep in mind, I still have to stain all of that, but I'm not going to do that now. When I do that wall right there, I have to take the microwave out and the hood down and the stove out and stuff like that, and we'll figure it out from there. But for now, I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased. Oh, and by the way, oh, I think I told you, but the vent hood, the range hood, has a light and has a fan. It's 1 speed, but hey, it's fine. Now, you know, every time I've ever gone camping in my life, I've never used the stove in the RV. I put one in because I could, and because I wanted to, and because I needed to, and all the other stuff. But I mean, Gina and I will be cooking on a grill or on an open fire, you know, 99% of the time. When we get to Alaska and we're doing our thing up there, you know, there may be times where we can't necessarily cook outside. So, you know, you could throw something in the oven, you know, but it runs on propane, so it's not necessarily a electricity concern. It would be a propane concern at that point, but we'll figure it out. I have to reverse these doors. I'm not going to bother with that now. That may be something that I do on our camping trip. I'll take it with us. As a matter of fact, let me go get that. It's on the table. I'll get it. Oh, Patriot over there. Wonder how much. Let's go see how much wood she's gathered up. How much wood you get? I've been cutting over there. You can always tell with the new ones. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I don't know what she's doing now. It looks like something from the coconut tree. Anyway. Well, the granite guys will be here at 8 in the morning. Well, between 8 and 11. And I'm pretty much ready for them. I'm going to sand the end tables back there, and I'm going to get everything out of here that doesn't belong in here tonight. So I'm going to get to work, and I'll be back. Yeah, pretty stoked about that. I don't know if I can see the whole thing or not. Yeah. So there's our little kitchen. Tomorrow we'll have a sink and countertops. All right, I'll be back. All right, good evening. Yes, we got the appliance wall is about 80%. It's good enough for our first trip. I gotta hook the gas up and the electric to the refrigerator and hook up the gas to the stove. The microwave's all hooked up. The range hood's all hooked up. It's got the light. It's got the fan. Probably get a better filter than that, but again, we're probably not going to use this oven as much as, you know, you'd think you would, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I still got to sand that piece of wood up there. I'm going to get a box of that flooring so that I can put it down before I put the toilet down, and then the floor will be done. I'm hoping like hell that next week I'll have some time to go ahead and put my whiteboard on and you know, get the bathroom pretty much the way I want it. You know, I may not have the door on and everything like that, but you know, once I put the toilet in, I don't want to be on taking it back out and this sort of thing. So I'm hoping to get that done Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. The nightstands get granite tomorrow. They're all ready to go. The top's all sanded, ready for the drawers. The sides are sanded and ready. The piece of granite that goes across the back there, that's all sanded, ready. And ditto for the other nightstand over there. And you know, the side that's got the tongue and groove that faces the bed. But keep in mind, the mattress pretty much covers that up anyway, so it's no big deal. Tell you what, as I come through the trailer, let me close the doors. I've cleaned everything today. I've sorted out all my scraps. Tried to give the granite guys as much room, you know, all the room that they need. When they leave tomorrow, I will get this wall closed in, get those outlets cut in. I'll get the, once the granite goes in here, then I'll cut my plywood and put it in there. And life is good. Life is good. They're going to, I'm going to have them mount the kitchen sink is an undermount, so that gets cut and everything. So I'm going to have them put that one in. But that one I'll put in myself, because I'm still not decided if I want the faucet on the left or on the right. Meaning, here it is from a front view. It's a 15 by 15, so it could go this way or it could go that way. It just depends on how I feel when I get ready to hook it up. But there's a view of the, this, you know, the appliance wall. We'll call that the appliance wall. I did a little tongue and groove at the top. I think it looks real good. Okay. Yeah, I'm all stoked. Can't wait to see that granite in here. I didn't build my electronic box there because I just want to give those guys as much room as they needed to, you know, to get in here with the granite, you know, without banging into shit. And it's been no big deal. I just had my 2 awning switches. Speaking of which, I got the awnings out. It's a nice little breeze out. Let me go ahead and put those in. You know, it's just the easiest pushing a button. You can do both at the same time. And these awnings have what they call, I don't know, I think they call it a clamshell, but it's got an aluminum wrapper around it, so when it gets to the end, that aluminum wraps around it and protects it. It's pretty nice. I rolled them out today just to make sure they were nice and dry. It did rain the other day when we were doing something, and I think they got wet. So, you know, if you put them away wet, and they will blacken, they will mold and mildew, and that won't be nice. That won't be good for anybody. So, oh, of course I did. I think I left my charger sitting right there. Yes, that's the good news. I can reach in there and grab that sucker. All right. Okay. Bloop. Put my pads away. I put these pads on the ground just to kind of protect the you know, the tailgate and everything like that. It's just, you know, anything you can do. You know, I've still got a window open in here. Don't want to leave the windows open. Got all my plywood for my cabinets, for the sides, and for my cat tower. Alright. Miss Jeannie was off today. I asked her to make some coffee, so I'm sure she did. And I'm gonna go have me some coffee. Bloop. My lights work. Okay. I didn't do anything in here today. Oh, I did. Well, yeah, I put a fuse in for the range hood because we installed that. So that's all good. All right, I'm gonna leave that all running for a while. Let's see what our batteries are doing. The batteries are at 94%. Here's Mama. Like you don't look like hell. If you look like hell, then I don't even want to know what I look like.
You want your coffee?
I'm all done. I just closed the door. And...
Drop your shit. Oh, come on, Brady girl. Shut this door.
No, you can leave it open. I'm coming out. I gotta, lock it up and everything.
She's walking okay.
Well, the other one's jumping on her, I think. All right, if you like the video, like it. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you don't, well, I don't know what to tell you. So, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. And when you see the trail tomorrow, you'll see granite. Yay.